So guys, you're watching the Marks 1666, my custom Southern engine, and as you can see, it's running better, and the reason for it is because I finally ended up changing the old motor that was in it, putting a new motor in it, one that I rebuilt earlier this year. And it was having problems with their front truck, which was also a custom truck that I had built for it. But that custom truck never seated right. And it would pop up out of the track all the time. So it kept giving me problems. And at first I thought it was a track, and then I realized it was actually the truck. And it's running around there just fine now. Now, I was having trouble with the track down in that corner, and I'm still having a little trouble with it. But now that I've got this engine on and I finally got that front truck bent right and adjusted right and changed that motor in there, you can see the big difference it has made. Now, this particular engine also has a traction tire, and this is the first time this engine has run since I rebuilt it. I tested it after I rebuilt it to see that it would run and that it was okay, but it had never been run for any period of time. So now it's in this engine shell, and motor is running. It seems to be running well. Now, this is a smoker, and it is smoking, not heavily. Need to probably put some smoke fluid in it. On the layout. Now, I didn't get a lot done on the layout itself today, as I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and it was in about 30 miles from me, and I was there for about an hour and a half, and it took me another half hour, 45 minutes to get home. And then I had to pick up some medicine so forth and so on. So by the time I actually got in the house, it was like 1 o'clock, and I decided to just kind of chill. And since this engine needed repaired, to go ahead and work on this engine. So that's what I spent the early part of my afternoon doing, working on this engine. I just love this engine. It turned out really nice. I wanted a Southern Pacific scheme. In my roster, and none better than a good Marks engine, outside of maybe a good K-line engine. And I imagine I'll probably do another one up, a smaller engine like a 999 or something, eventually. Now, I oiled this profusely before I put it in, and boy, you can smell the oil. I didn't over-oil it, but I did get it well saturated. And when I get done with it, I'm going to spray it down with a little WD tonight and just let it sit. And then when I run it again, I'll give it a couple of drops of oil again. So I still have a little minor with some of the track, but nothing major. And as I said before, you know, I always have track problems. But what do you expect when you're using 70, 80-year-old track combined with a few pieces of 80s and 90s track? Not a lot, but some 80s and 90s K-line and liner. The majority of it is the old 50s track system. Marks. Well, all right, guys. Got back to work. And I decided to take today off. Didn't do anything. But I've got some pictures of the mountain plateau area that I've been working on, where the circus / carnival set. and let you take a look at these pictures and show you the progress I've been making on that. And then we'll get back to live video at the end of the slides, probably. All right, here we go. Alrighty, guys, put those pictures in for you so that you can see the progress on the carnival circus film. Did a little painting today, moved a couple things around. That's really about all I got done. Once again, you know, I was still having some track problems, especially on the other side of the track here as it goes by the fire station. This particular engine wouldn't go around the track at all. Well, I shouldn't say not at all, because it would go around the track, but when it got in certain spots it would stop, and then when it got down on that back stretch through the mountain, it would fly through the mountain and go off on the curve. I'm going to show you the curve it was going off on. You've probably seen it in one of the videos. I don't know if I edited them all out or not. That curve right there. And I finally got that fixed today. I was planning on doing, for Veterans Day, run this train in a diesel for Veterans Day. But the diesel that I was planning on running no longer runs. So I'm actually working on the layout and not trying to work on trains, although I had to do a little small repairs today. But once I got this track repaired, as you can see, that 400 engine and tender will pull. Now, this is a March 400 engine, and it's pulling K-line cars, all except two. The rocket car and the caboose are Kuzan. As you can see, it still picks up a little momentum on that back stretch. But the good thing about it is now this track on this west side of the layout, the right side of the layout, facing it, it's got good power. And I had to adjust some track and move some stuff around. And it's still not perfect, but it's good. So now that I've got one of my military engines, my Army engine, in consist, up and running. When I get everything straightened up, I will be running my military vehicles as a late tribute to our U.S. servicemen. I'm showing the Army base once again. And actually it's the training headquarters for Army, Navy, and Air Force. Now the story on this little 400 engine, and I don't remember whether I ever did a video on it or not, because I've had it for a long time, and it was actually a junk shell. And the motor was bad in it. So I put this other motor in it and repaired the body. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around one more time. It's pulling quite a load. Acts like it's getting a little bit tired. Alrighty. So that's going to complete this video segment, and stay tuned for our next update. Over the weekend, I took off a couple of days. Matter of fact, yesterday I didn't actually do anything at all. I wasn't feeling too good yesterday, and I had 1 or 2 other days that I really wasn't able to get out here and do anything. I came out for a couple of hours, but I didn't get a lot done. Had some other things going on, so that's the reason why this video is so late. But hopefully we'll have a new video pop out at least Monday or Tuesday, and maybe, yeah, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, and we'll have made some progress. All right, as always, remember God loves you, and Jesus Christ is Lord, and have a happy rails until we meet again. All right? Bye for now. This has been a Catzilla production. Bye.